In the black vacuum of deep space, beyond the warmth of familiar stars, there exist worlds split in two by the tyranny of their own suns. One side scorched to molten glass, the other trapped in eternal ice. These are the eyeball planets. A cosmic contradiction sculpted by physics, yet haunted by something deeper, something unknowable. Scientists gave them an innocent name, tidally locked planets, but their nature defies comfort. One hemisphere faces the star forever, its crust boiling into rivers of fire. The other, condemned to darkness, hides oceans frozen solid, suppressing any cry from beneath. Together they form a perfect symbol of violent balance. Imagine standing on the Terminator line, the twilight border dividing life and death. To your left, a blazing inferno sears the sky in unbearable brilliance. To your right, the universe becomes a tomb of frost. Between them, a narrow strip of twilight whispers ancient secrets carried by winds ripped from both extremes. Astronomers once believed these planets lifeless, but spectral readings told another story. Signals from their atmospheres pulse with inexplicable rhythm, almost like a heartbeat. What kind of organism could endure where even molecules are torn apart by thermal chaos? The question alone chills the blood. Dayside is a vision of absolute torment. Lava seas churn perpetually, forming continents of ash. Metallic storms sweep across red skies, crackling with static that twists magnetic fields into monstrous halos. Every moment there feels like the last second before annihilation. On the frozen hemisphere, silence reigns with terrible dignity. The air crystallizes into glass shards, drifting through an atmosphere barely there. Mountains of frozen ammonia catch the faint glow from distant stars, reflecting it like funeral candles. Everything looks still, but stillness hides horror. Between the two extremes lies a narrow habitable ring, a scar where the temperatures meet in agonizing compromise. Here, shadows flicker unnaturally as hot and cold winds clash in endless battle. Lightning dances across the horizon in spectral ribbons, as if the planet itself was trying to signal for help. Researchers call this ring, the eye, the living pupil of an eyeball planet. In thermal imagery, it blinks, as if alive, its atmosphere shifting with unsettling precision. Instruments catch rhythmic pulses in the ionosphere, repeating every 12 minutes. Coincidence, or communication? Voyagers imagine standing there, where night and day eternally collide. The ground screeches underfoot from rapid thermal expansion, and the air vibrates between scalding breath and glacial sigh. No human-made suit could hold integrity long enough to capture the sound that haunts that place. Cosmic horror often lives in imagination, but these worlds exist just light years away. Gliese 581g, Kepler 62f, names that sound sterile yet contain terrifying truths. Each new discovery adds another orbiting monster to the growing list of gods the universe never meant to birth. Temperature extremes sculpt chemical nightmares. Metals vaporize only to freeze midair, forming reflective dust clouds that shimmer like a living mirror. In those reflections, astronomers claim to see shifting patterns, figures that appear in multiple data frames, staring back through time. Instruments once detected light bending unnaturally as if the gravitational field itself distorted, not by mass, but by will. Sensors burning out, teams withdrawing early, discomfort spreading through observatories as if an unseen eye was watching back. The cosmos seemed to blink. To orbit such a planet is to witness two deaths unfolding forever. The sunlit hemisphere is a furnace that never cools, burning corpses of atmosphere into ion trails. The night side is an endless mausoleum where motion itself feels intrusive. Satellite data fades the closer probes approach the twilight zone. Cosmologists whisper legends now, in halls lit by fluorescent white. They speak of energy signatures that predict solar blindness when studied too long, data so eerily symmetrical it feels designed. Could reason survive where physics itself behaves like a living organism? Legend describes a single ancient civilization, perhaps not human, that once thrived on one of these worlds. When the orbit locked and the planet stopped spinning, half their empire melted while the other half froze. Their remnants, preserved in ice, scream silently inside crystalline tombs. Across the molten plains, petrified structures rise like obsidian cathedrals, untouched by time. Their surfaces bear scars not of erosion, but of impact from something vast descending from above. Theorists now consider the possibility that these worlds were sculpted intentionally, to host something beyond life. In the vacuum between star and world, particles surge unpredictably, creating auroras that stretch thousands of miles. The dancing lights form arcs shaped uncannily like eyes, gazing outward. Pilots who travel too far into their glow described hearing whispers through static, reciting coordinates in unknown formats. Deeper astronomers analyze the atmospheric data. The more the pattern reveals a sig symmetry, every storm's birth coincides with its mirror opposite across the sphere, as if consciousness maintains equilibrium. No natural system shows such perfect synchronization. Heat walks across the day face like a sentient tide, it burns, retreats, returns with hunger. As night encroaches, it seems to feed off the darkness itself, devouring the frost into vapor columns that rise miles high. They resemble spectral pillars, a grotesque worship to the unseen star. At the core lies a magnetic heart churning with polarized fury. It generates strange harmonics that resonate across frequencies no human ear can perceive, yet instruments tremble when near. The sound could be mechanical, or perhaps an ancient prayer looping for eternity. When radio telescopes capture its signals, each oscillation carries faint modulations, tones that resemble encoded speech. Linguists deny meaning, yet their faces pale when comparisons align across multiple planets. The cosmos may not just expand, it may be calling. Every scientist who studies these echoes eventually dreams of eyes, vast, burning, and cold at once. The visions persist, even awake, forming marks beneath their eyelids shaped like equators of fire and ice. Some tearfully admit feeling pulled toward those dead worlds, as if home. In mythic imaginations, these planets embody duality, creator and destroyer in one form. To stare upon them is to confront the universe's guilt for balance without mercy. They are mirrors, not of light, but of all life's contradictions burning forever in orbit. To colonize such a planet would require madness disguised as courage. Machines would melt on one side and freeze solid on the other. Yet corporations whisper interest, claiming mineral wealth beyond measure. Humanity's greed, it seems, burns brighter than any star. Robotic landers sent ahead vanish near the twilight ring, their data bursts slowing into Morse-like fragments. Some messages translate to patterns resembling human respiration. Engineers dismiss it as interference, though no known radiation produces rhythmic pulses mimicking breath. When new probes return images, they reveal silhouettes moving within shadow belts, too structured to be wind-carved ridges. The forms shift position between hours, facing new directions each cycle. No external cause explains the alignment, nor the hollow patterns forming around them like altars. Old theory evolves into dread realization: the planets may observe us as much as we observe them. Each time human eyes record them, their thermal signatures alter, mirroring observation patterns. It's as if awareness itself feeds the world's heartbeat. In secret meetings, agencies consider cutting off communication frequencies. Not from fear of interference, but contamination, ideas spreading through dreams and shadowing thought. Because exposure to symmetry may awaken imitation in the human mind. Meanwhile, the cosmos continues, indifferent, expanding through black seas of radiation and memory. The eyeball planets spin faithfully, frozen in their eternal gaze. Somewhere between fire and ice, something watches, not for discovery, but for acknowledgement. One theorist writes in trembling script that these worlds exist not as accidents, but as guardians, sentries maintaining equilibrium against cosmic decay. If they fail, heat and cold could blend into chaos, unraveling physical order itself. Their horror is perhaps our shield. Their existence now permeates art, nightmares, and forbidden cults dedicated to symmetry. Pilgrims paint their eyes half blue, half red, whispering hymns in binary. Every color burned into skin is an offering to a planet they will never touch. Consciousness can echo across stars. These worlds might be the mouths that speak for something older than galaxies. Their division of fire and ice becomes a language of equilibrium and despair. Each orbit writes another verse in the universe's hidden scripture. Future generations may voyage there, guided by lure or nightmare. They will find beauty unimaginable and terror profound, facing a horizon where two realities wrestle endlessly. Perhaps, in witnessing that cosmic duel, humanity will finally understand its own contradictions. And when they stand upon that trembling border, where frost and flame meet in sacred fury, they will hear the true pulse of existence, a slow, enormous breath that predates thought. It will welcome them not as guests, but as returning fragments of its gaze. The eyeball planets are not merely bodies of rock and gas. They are the eyes of the cosmos, watching the birth and death of everything in silence. Their stare pierces through eons, unblinking, patient, waiting for us to finally look back and recognize ourselves.